Earlier today, I decided to re-watch some of my old videos, mostly the ones from about a year ago. This was before I got into content like this, and when most of my uploads consisted of Bed Wars videos, or that one video about a certain Minecraft creator that went a little crazier than I anticipated. Anyways, I skipped videos here and there, moving up the line to my more recent ones. I just wanted to benchmark myself, to see how far my content and process has come, and evaluation, if you will. And while I noticed plenty of earlier things that have improved, one glaring issue still stood out across new and old content alike. I sounded like a frickin' robot, dude. I mean, everything I ever said was my thoughts, my opinions on things that came straight from me. But no matter what, I always just sounded so dull. And maybe that's just how I sound normally, who knows? Regardless, I was confused how, especially after trying to sound more personal in my last few videos, I was still lacking that spark, that passion. I felt it, but I didn't speak it. So, naturally, I asked myself why this was happening, and I boiled it down to my video process. I always make a script for my videos, and follow that as I go, as opposed to truly just speaking out on a whim. I was like a 5th grader during the group reading, just reading those words in front of me without that depth or tone, despite it being my own thoughts and something I was truly passionate about, even when writing it. How could I fix this? The obvious answer would be to just completely abandon a script, just going in with a topic in mind and speaking freely into the microphone. And sure, while this would probably help me sound more authentic, my already very loose videos would lose even more structure. I'm a very organized person. I like things laid out beforehand, and without a script, I'd probably ramble and eventually completely miss the point of my speaking. Plus, it'd probably result in more editing, something I already spend plenty of time on. So, going without a script really just isn't an option. Instead, I'll probably stick to scripting and just try harder to really sound genuine when I read my thoughts from the text in front of me. This, unsurprisingly, isn't a new challenge for me either. During my time participating in public speaking contests, this was an issue I faced as well. I had to memorize my speech, so every time I recited it, I was basically reading it straight from my mind. But because I had practiced it to the point of muscle memory, I was able to focus on my delivery, adding a warm tone and energy behind my content to make it more passionate, personal, and professional all at the same time. The content of my speech was great, sure, but I'd say that the way I presented and delivered my speech was what really got me as far in my competitions as I did. That was basically my realization after all the review I had done. It's not just about what you say, but also how you say it. I mean, you could say the kindest, most heartfelt sentence, but if your tone doesn't reflect that, it can be interpreted as sarcastic or insincere. It's weird because the content is what you really want them to take away, but the tone is what determines it all. For someone like me, anyways, who is usually more focused on the content, the meat of what I'm saying, as opposed to how I say it, it was a worthwhile realization. So, moving forward, at least until I'm happy, improving my delivery is going to be my biggest goal. Sometimes we just need to put more emphasis on the delivery instead of the content that we're delivering. Presentation can make all the difference. Whether you're trying to persuade someone, comforting a friend, or just making a remark, be sure to watch your tone. Ultimately, it'll determine the course of everything else. I want to apologize for just disappearing for over 3 weeks, by the way. I'm really close to the end of my semester, so I've had finals and all that. Combined with Thanksgiving and now winter break on the horizon, life has just been all over at the moment. I've got one more video slated for the end of the year, probably right around Christmas, and then we're going into 2025 strong. I've got some big plans I can't wait to share with all of you then. But as always, thank you again for listening to me ramble, and I'll catch you in the next one.